All right, y'all, before we get started with today's video, I told you we had some fun things coming from Yeoman Law, and we have it. All right, so the code DEDRICK10 is now active. It is set up once you compile a total of $84.99 or more, you would get a free 10 ml of your choosing. All right, so no matter what it is, you could compile full bottles, you could compile 30 mls, discovery sets, whatever gets you to that total of $84.99, you will get a free 10 ml sample of your choosing. All you have to do is put in the code DEDRICK10. Now, you gotta hit the link. Hit the link in my description, all right? Once you hit that link, it'll take you straight to the 10 ml because the 10 ml is not available for purchase with Yeoman Law, all right? So you gotta hit the link, go do your shopping, and then put in DEDRICK10, and you can get that free 10 ml, and you will see it as you check out. All right, so more to come from Yeoman Law. This is an incredible house with some incredible fragrances, and we're getting ready to talk about some more today. All right, y'all enjoy, man. Get those free 10 ml sample of things that you are looking forward to seeing, you know, what they're all about. All right, let's get to today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only, all right? So today I'm back with a video that's been requested ever since I literally started discussing the house, and I got y'all covered today. So what are we going to be doing? We're going to be giving my top five from the house of Yeoman Layl. One of the great discoveries of 2024. I always got to salute my man, Mr. Mike Real, for putting me on for real with Yeoman Layl. Got to salute the team over at Yeoman Layl as well. They produce high quality work for affordable prices based off what the inspired takes go for. We've talked about them quite a bit on the channel, and shout out to y'all. Y'all have reached out and let your feelings and your thoughts be known, not only back to me, but also to the team over at Yeoman Layl as well. So I have my top five here, and it was hard to do because I had to leave two off, and I didn't want to do honorable mentions. I wanted this to be a hard video and stick to my guns. Now, will this top five stay the same the next time we do this? No, it probably won't. But I have the five here, and this is just based off my taste, my experience. So just because something isn't in the top five that you love from the house doesn't mean that I don't have love for it. It's just basically if they came and took my Yeoman Layl collection away, these were the five, and they said you could just keep five. These would be the five that I most likely would keep. All right, so remember the discount codes and the free 10 ml that you can acquire once you reach a certain price point. And I don't think you guys regret it. Get your discovery set. You're curious about something, read some of the comments if you would like to, but get you a discovery set and see for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in, and this is not in any particular order, but we're going to start with this one. This is the best inspired take of Creed Aventus Absolute that I've got my nose on. I've got my nose on the original. I have a sample of it, and it's super close. All of these are in the 90-95 percentile range, extrait de parfum concentrations, but this one is stellar. From the house of Yeoman Layl, we have Legend Absolute. Legend Absolute, and a just flat out amazing take on Creed's Absolute Aventus. Beautiful, rich pineapple. You get a nice sparkly citrus that's accompanying the pineapple. It's bold, it's smooth. This is a crazy performer, and as you get with the straight to parfum concentration, it's an all-day affair with this particular fragrance. So if you're not trying to spend that money, even on discounters, Creed Aventus Absolute is still around $300. I think retail's like $6 something, but if you're trying to experience the DNA and you're trying to have a relationship with the DNA of high quality standards, I highly recommend this. I'm stamping my approval on this. I've been stamped it. I love, love, love. I remember, you know, the first time wearing it, just experience, I was really blown away. Like really, really, really blown away. This is a compliment magnet. I've had conversations about this fragrance, particularly at the job. And this has to be in my top 5. And if I had to rank a number 1, y'all know how I feel about the Vintage DNA, correct? Yes, if you've been here a while, you know. But if I had to rank one number 1, this probably would be it. Probably would be it. From the house of Yom and Layl, all right, we have Legend Absolute. Legend Absolute. And all the bottles are the same. All the bottles are the same, but you get a nice notation on the side of your fragrance to let you know which is which. All right. Up next, now this one here is another one that blew me away, and it could rival which would be my number 1 if I had it. But that's not what we're doing today. We're just giving you my top 5. From the house of Yom and Layl, we have Maritime. And what is Maritime? A inspired take on Xhirjov's 40 knots. Crush this. Aquatic, salty, powdery. This stuff is amazing. Now this is the one that I say, yo, did I spray too much? When I wore it to work for the first time, I put on my usual 6 to 8 sprays. I was like, yo, I think I put on too much, bro. I mean, I'm in the car driving to work. I'm like, yo, this might be a problem. But it really wasn't a problem. And plus I was really moving around that day. So I was in and out the warehouse where I work, moving around from different, departments, and, I got compliments. But I think if I'm going to be in a situation where I'm like sitting down and I'm like around people, close quarters, I'm gonna dial the sprays back on this, because this is a performer super close to the OG by Xhirjov. And again, I'll say this before we continue. I'll never recommend the OG over I would never recommend an inspired take over the original. I'll never recommend an inspired take over the original, but I will recommend looking into the inspired take, depend on where you are. All right, you want to, the price point, or it's really not that big a deal to you. Some people have come out and they said different presentations from Yom and Layl, they prefer it over the original. I've been told this. I ain't making this up. I've been told this, so this stuff is phenomenal. This is a unique style of a DNA, straight to parfum, crazy performer. These get better with time. They make these right on the spot and they ship them out. But as they sit and they get a chance to chill out, they get better and better and better with time. And this one is a clear example of that. Was it not good when I first got it? No, that's not what I'm saying. But this has gotten a lot smoother. It's gotten a lot smoother. It's more together in the opening than initially. First time I got it, I sprayed it. It was getting itself together, and then the magic happened. Not anymore. The magic is happening immediately with this one. From the house of Yom and Layl, we have Maritime. Great 40 knots take. If you love 40 knots and you can't find a bottle because it's sold out and it costs too much, even though discounters, look into that. Look into it. All right, up next, this was the very first or second bottle that I got from the house. And I wore this to the movies the very day that I got it, and boy, was it a really good wear. From the house of Yom and Layl, we're talking Baywatch. And Baywatch is an inspired take on Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim. I love the rich orangey nature here. Citrus orange, ginger, aromatic. But the difference with this is it's much more bolder. It's a little bit more smoother. Why is that? Extrait the parfum concentration. That's why. And I don't mind it. This outlasts my Afternoon Swim Decant that I have. It outlasts other inspired takes on the DNA. It outlasts. Very smooth, great quality here. If you love orangey citrus DNAs and you never got your nose on Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim, this is still one to look into. This is still one to check out. But if you don't want to pay that price point, and I get it, this right here is going to hold me down. Again, in the 95% range of how close it is. It's not the original, but it's really good. From the house of Yom and Layl, we have Baywatch. Great experiences with this this summer. Great stuff. All right, up next, let's switch up the pace. Let's switch up the speed a bit. This is probably the fragrance that really sparked your guys' interest into the house. And why is that? Well, the The playback and the views on this was through the roof the day I released this. Had some conversations with the team over at Yo and Layl. They say, hey, yo, people are very interested in this one. And what is that? From the house of Yo and Layl, once again, the fourth on the list, we have Blue Spell. Blue Spell, and this is an inspired take on Ex Nihilo's Blue Talisman. Super close. Now the difference between these two, you still get the pear, you still get the orange, you still get the woods, at least to my nose. But here, you get a little bit more of the pear and the orange. The woods are a little bit toned down here. You get that Georgie wood, Argan wood, much more present in the original. And I have the original, and I've compared them often. I've actually brought this to my barber. Shout out to Larry if you see this. I've had him tell me his thoughts. My man, this is Miguel, at work. He's gave me his thoughts. I've spread this around. My man said it from Frag Boys ENT. Like, I've wanted to know what people thought. And what most people say is they're both really good. What most people say is, you know, choosing between the more woodsy approach in the original that you get more woods presence, or the more fruitier take in this one. So it's just, what do you prefer? The quality here is fantastic. It's straight to parfum. It's gonna last all day long. Blue Talisman is gonna last you all day long. It's just that preference and price point. Price point is always the first on the agenda, right? Got it. But this right here is no slouch. 90 to 95% close for sure. Great quality here, great wear here. And it's just one that Yo and Layl got right. From the house of Yo and Layl, once again, we got Blue Talisman. No, we have Blue Spell, inspired by Blue Talisman, okay? And last but not least, this might be a surprise to some of you. I've talked about this at least once on the channel, and I gotta wear this again. Beautiful Fougere DNA. Those who know me, those who've been on the channel, you know I love Fougeres, but this is an excellent, excellent take. Excellent take on a fragrance for sure. From the house of Layl, we have Sword of War. Sword of War. And what is this going after? This is inspired by Creed's Viking. A DNA not for everybody. A DNA that you're gonna just have to appreciate that Fougere barber style scent. Spicy, green, fresh, gentleman-like. Everyone's not gonna like this or love this. There's gonna have to be appreciation for this, and that's what I have for Fougere DNAs. I love them. We talk about them all the time on this channel, and this is really good. Like, incredibly close to what Creed Viking's DNA is all about. But again, this is more robust. It's a better performer. I have samples of Creed Viking, not a full bottle, but I don't think I'm going to get me one now because of what this provides. I love the spicy feel, the lavender, those earthy green touches in here, the woods. It's just one done right. So if you love Creed Viking and you don't want to pull the trigger, or you had a bottle before but you probably don't want to pay that amount again, whether it's retail or on discounters, this is one to look into for sure. So all my Fougere lovers out there, you want a different change of pace from the sweet and the fruity, check out this one, man. This is awesome. It lasts all day. One of the big time performers, kind of like Maritime, the 40 knots inspired fragrance. This is one that's powerful and it's strong. 4 sprays max, 3 to 4, and you're good to go. Had to be in my top 5. From the house of Yo and Layl, we have Sword of War. Interesting and unique name, but I really, really like it. All right. So those are my top 5 from the brand of Yo and Layl. Again, this was very hard to do. I left out the Oceans 13, which is the Roja Oceania's inspired take, Pierce, which is a take off of Parfums de Marly Perseus. Legend Cologne, which is a take on Creed Aventus Cologne. They have quite a bit, and the content's going to keep coming. Seasons are changing, and we have more to discuss from the house of Yo and Layl. Get into some of those fall and winter DNAs. So you guys keep giving your thoughts and your opinions. Let me know how you feel about your experiences, whether it's good or bad, or however. I share them a lot with the team over at Yo and Layl. They see it themselves as they watch the videos, and see what you guys have to say. All right, so we'll be back very soon with much more from the house. Again, take advantage of the free 10 ml that you can acquire once you spend a certain dollar amount with your purchases that you have going on. You get that free 10 ml. Maybe it's something that you're curious about and you're just not sure about, but you acquire that free 10 ml to kind of see where you are, and then you can move on, or you can purchase a bottle, whatever size that is offered on the site. All right, so it is something for you guys, but use the code, I believe it's DEDRICK10 that's in there for you to experience that. All right, so I appreciate y'all as always. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. I do not take it for granted. As always, positive energy, positive vibes, splag it up, splag it down, splag that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world, it's exactly what you are going to get back. That's for sure. Keep that in mind. Peace, y'all, and until the next one, splaggle.